Hello, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are hearing me from. Nami Mo Mwemo Okulola here, bringing you this early morning informative. Please, today is Friday, and today happens to be the 12th day in the month of September and in the year of 2025. So I am back again with another very, very big information. In fact, our long-awaiting news about 10th of October, when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will be finally set free if the hand of monkey not suddenly turn into the hand of a human being. But before then, I want to quickly correct this impression here because I have got to go through my comment sections now, and I find a lot of people who keep condemning the act of me bringing a Daddy Orama's video or program to my to my platform. They said they don't like it or they will stop watching. My brother, my sister, if I want you to understand one thing about this media work of 18. Yeah? Every news is a welcome development in where we are going. Every information is a welcome development. You cannot expect me to see where Adadorama is calling Obatobi or the whole USB cabinet terrorist, and they expect me to keep quiet. I cannot keep such information to myself. If I did it, my mind will keep on flogging me. And I don't even bring it to you to advertise her. No. What am I advertising her for? I'm not advertising her, but the fact still remains that every information is what is needed, whether negative or positive, as we are moving forward. And some people also condemn the system of me bringing Ugo 247 what they call it program on my channel, that it is discouraging. My brother, I will be the last person to discourage you. I will be the last person to discourage you into what we are doing. But every information is also needed for future use, if not for now. So please, endeavor to be understanding the lyrics about this, what we are doing, before you can be able to comment anything. I didn't say you should not comment. I didn't say you should not comment. But please, let us be guided. Every information is relevant, whether negative or positive. That is what I'm trying to say here. Anyway, my wonderful people, let's look at the information I brought to us this morning. The damaging words of Counsel Maxwell Okpara's defeatist remark undermines Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's detention, according to the information reaching me here now. History keeps records. Betrayal is never forgotten. This message is coming from the Family Writers Press International. But let's see what happens on the content of this message, and then after that, you have every chance and opportunity to say whatever you want to say on the comment section of this video. I mean, your own view is what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's read, please. If you get this message, help me to like, share, comment, and keep subscribing for more interesting videos. Maxwell Okpara, a lawyer representing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, reportedly told his client, "Guy, if you are not released by the 10th, they will convict you." This statement, made by someone entrusted with Kanu's defense, carries a heavy weight. As the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Kanu has been steadfast in his pursuit of Biafra self-determination. Yet, Okpara's words suggest defeat before the battle is over. But let me pause here, please. Let me pause here. You see, one thing, exactly what I said before. To me now, or to you now, hearing this now, you say, this message now is a damning, it's a kind of discouraging. But it is not discouraging to me. He is trying to state the obvious, and that is the truth everybody need to face. He started a free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu on 10th of October, which is next month. Or if they have the the evidence to convict him, then let's see what happens. You cannot convict somebody without no evidence. I know why they forced Finland to make sure that they convict Samenekpa, whether from front door or from back door. It's because of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's case coming next month. I said this in earlier. Nobody want to believe me. That these people were being coerced. They are being forced into that judgment that they delivered. No any country on earth, unless maybe beneath the earth, terrorism charges carry 6 years. But mind you, what Samenekpa, the charges they bring upon Samenekpa is 3. 1 is impersonation, 2 is tax fraud, and 3 terrorism. Then this terrorism of all the charges is the highest, and which is the whole world condemns it. Terrorism charges either is go for life sentence or you go for death sentence. So they forced Simon Ekpa. Literally, maybe Simon Ekpa might not be the real problem in the house. It may not be the real problem in the house, but the person who is exposing everything, in fact, who have exposed everything about their plans for future is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and that was why they vowed that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not get out of that hook easily. Let us stop all this sugarcoating it. If I come and sugarcoat it, 10th of October, and I said it earlier, that 10th of October is, we are expecting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom to be assigned. Or, if that hand of monkey inside pot of food is not being removed before then we are going to see, maybe we are going to see the other way around. It's going to turn the opposite. It is not a discouraging message. This is exactly what this guy told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and that is truth. Okay, you want him to tell me to go and tell Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, be strong on the 10th of October. We are going to set you free. We are your lawyer. We can do everything to make sure that you have to. In fact, if they don't release you, I will go in for it. That is what they're expecting. To give him fair hope. Then when on that day, if they didn't release him, then he will say, okay, you the lawyer did not do well. Okay, I'm sacking you now. Is that what they want? I know some people need to be reasoning. They need to wisen up. Nnamdi Kanu is old enough to face whatever challenges come his way. I'm not supporting him being convicted because he has never done anything. After all, the country that are going to convict him are the same country that are pardoning Boko Haram terrorists, calling them repentant terrorists. And they reject them into the society, not even into the society, into the military, into the police, into the NSCDC, into all the whole strategic positions. Fulani terrorists have occupied all of them. This is a fact. Let us continue. He said, as a leader of the general people of Biafra, IPOB, Kanu had been steadfast in pursuit of Biafra self-determination. Yet, Opera's war suggests defeat before the battle is over, raising serious questions about his commitment. What offense has Kanu committed to justify such a grim prediction? Only Opera and his colleague, Aloy Ejimako, can clarify this troubling remark. Let me ask you, what is the offense of Simon Ekpa? Because Family Writers Press International is among those who are celebrating Simon Ekpa's conviction. And somebody said something that if you are celebrating Simon Ekpa's conviction, look at what is wait ahead, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case is coming on October. You see what happens on October, knowing fully well that they have already coerced Finland to pass a judgment on Simon Ekpa, imprisoning him, whether it is by their law or not by their law. And the reason why they give him 6 years is because they don't want uproar from every other European countries to ask them what is the offense of this guy. But they did it only in the name of just because they want contract, they want bilateral business agreement with Nigeria at all costs. Let's continue. The psychological impact of Opera's statement on Kanu must be profound. Kanu has endured immense hardship, abducted from Kenya in 2021, held in solitary confinement by the Department of State Service DSS, and subjected to a prolonged trial. Both the United Nations and Nigeria Supreme Court have criticized his rendition as unlawful. For Opera, a supposed advocate, to imply that conviction is inevitable after October 10 of 2025. The date set for the Federal High Court in Abuja to rule on Kanu's no-case submission is disheartening. Such wars risk eroding Kanu's resilience, turning hope into despair. Mandela went to prison for 27 good years. 3 places await a freedom fighter: grave, exile, or prison. As someone unfamiliar with the legal intricacies, I question the basis for Opera's claim. What crime has Kanu committed that warrants conviction? The prosecution accuses him of inciting violence through Radio Biafra broadcast and advocating for Biafra independence, labeling these acts as terrorism or treasonable felony. However, there are evident testimonies from the 5 DSS operatives and various exhibits lack substance. No direct link connects Kanu's wars to violence, and no victim has testified against him. The designation of IPOB as a terrorist organization remains under appeal at the Supreme Court, making its use in court questionable. So why does Okpara speak as if Kano's fate is sealed? On October 10, Justice James Omotosho will decide whether the prosecution's case holds enough merit to proceed. Kano's legal team, led by respected figures like Chief Kano Agabi, argues that the evidence fails to establish a prima facie case. The charges reduced from 15 to 7 over time hang on shaky grounds. If the court agrees, Kano could be freed. Okpara's pessimistic remark, however, undermines this possibility, casting a shadow over the defense effort. This incident highlights a broader issue: the inadequacy of some of Kano's legal representatives. Okpara, who described himself as a human rights activist, has been involved in Kano's case from the start. Yet, his recent actions, such as filing defamation lawsuits on Kano's behalf, while seemingly conceding defeat in the main trial, suggests a lack of focus. This contrasts with the efforts of further lawyers who secured a 2022 Court of Appeal ruling discharging Kano, only for the Supreme Court to controversially reverse it in 2023. Kano's trial have faced repeated delays, restrict access for family and media, and other obstacles, often exacerbated by ineffective counsel. These mushroom lawyers, as they have been called, hinder Kano's case. Let me pause here and say this before I forget. Do you know that this thing Maxwell Okpara said? Maxwell Okpara did not post it on his X. Maxwell Okpara did not broadcast it. That no any radio house that carries it. Then why is it that this is the Family Writers Press International, which is being owned by Emeka Gift of DOS, is the one that bringing it to the public? Like, look at what this guy told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And how did he get informed about all these things? If not their plans to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never come outside. You see the kind of game they're playing? This is a mind game. If you go to Maxwell Okpara's page, there's nothing of such there. Even if there is. Does that give you the right to come now begin to explain it that he is damaging the fate of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? If not because of they posted it here, how will I supposed to know that such a thing has been occurred? So as I see it now, that is how some thousands and millions of people out there will also see it, including them that are going to judge the case. Maybe this is just something in the whisper to somebody's ear and he come out to bring it to the general public because of the kind of game they are playing. The DOS never wish Mazi Nnamdi Kanu well. The earlier we know about all these things, the better for all of us. If they did, what impact have they made for the past 4 years or 5 years? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been out of the space. If anybody see anything they have done, please showcase it to me. Just present one thing they have achieved. Is it the protection of our elderly women? Our territorial integrity in the homeland? The answer is zero. Are they the one providing lawyers? The answer is zero. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu provides his own lawyers by his own self. Okay, no problem. Let us continue. Kanu deserves a legal team that matches his unwavering determination. His leadership has inspired a movement enduring despite state repression. He needs advocates who fight relentlessly for his freedom, not those who sow doubt. As October 10 nears, IPOB hope for a ruling that upholds justice. His struggle for Biafra transcends one lawyer's careless words, and his resolve must be deemed by the defeatism within his own ranks. History records betrayal is never forgotten. Fellow Biafrans, history is a stubborn teacher, and those who ignore its lessons are doomed to repeat its pain. The story of Ken Saro-Wiwa is not just history, it is a warning, a mirror for every man and woman who believes that betraying their people will buy them safety or favor. Ken Saro-Wiwa once thought his closeness to Abacha would shield him. He believed their shared laughter on the tennis court, their camaraderie from the military days would soften Abacha's heart. But when Judgment Day came, Abacha's pain was sharper than a sword. It signed Wiwa's death, and no memory of friendship could save him. He pleaded, he wept, and reminded them of old times, but power has no mercy for traitors. The only report that matters to them was the report of his death, according to the junior officers. This was the same Wiwa who during the Biafra War guided enemies into the heart of our land. He thought the spoils of betrayal would last forever. Instead, he died like a common criminal, his body dissolved in acid. His name remembered not for freedom but for treachery. Even his son, Ken Jr., could not outlive the shadow of that betrayal. Let this stand as a warning to every modern-day Judas among us. Do not sell your people for crumbs from your master's table. The same power you serve today will mock you tomorrow and discard you like rotten fish. The same hands you shake will one day sign your death warrant. Remember Ken Sarowiwa. Remember Isaac Adakaboro. Remember every man who thought betrayal was a ladder to greatness. They climbed, but the ladder broke, and posterity spat on their names. Biafra's restoration is both the will of God and the will of the people. Whoever betrays this divine cause has already written his own obituary. For history keeps records, and generations will remind their children her lies and man who sold his people for a plate of oil rice. So my dear Biafrans, whenever Judas rises among us, do not despair. It is written, betrayal must come, but woe unto the man through whom it comes. For betrayal only quickens the day of our freedom, and history will never forget. So this is the message I brought to us this morning, which is the 12th day in the month of September in the year of 2025. And today, now TGIF, thank God it is Friday. So have a nice day, my wonderfully made Biafran brothers and sisters. As you like, share, comment, and make sure you keep commenting. Please drop your own personal opinion and keep subscribing for more interesting videos. And I can hear my voice again.